with it right here with who I started with. We something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H1 Central Coast. Mom and suicide. Feelings arsonist. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube. It's the last Friday of July. Beautiful raza, man. Hit that pinchy like button. We're gonna go ahead and talk about something that Top Fu said from the food community. Man, shout out to him. I appreciate you guys spending your lunch with me, man. We're gonna do a quick one, maybe 20 or 30 minutes, man. But gracias to all the day oneers, gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only has been the backbone of the community. It's been a busy week, man. I went over to the juvenile camp and they had a volunteer appreciation dinner, and I hit 10 years in May. So, man, shout out to them for what they do. And then after that, also Teen Moms, I joined the board of directors for another nonprofit, and they're called Teen Moms. And that's really just to kind of help provide resources for any teen moms or parents up to 24 years of age. Les dan un chingo de resources, un chingo de stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the topic, man. It's the last Friday of July. You know exactly where I'm at. You see a little red designs up here, man. First off, before I get into any of the Cholo Juan, that's all cheese and shit, and Top Fu and Cholo Juan and all that. Um, I want to send my prayers over, nothing but positive energy and prayers over to Food News Network. Um, Shout out to him and prayers and positive energy. He announced, I think it was yesterday, it started coming up on my feed that he's sick. And so when someone is sick, you know, we don't play around with that. We don't wish no ill will on no one. I don't give a fuck if you got beef with someone or not. First of all, you got beef. First of all, that's just such a stupid word. Oh, I got beef with someone. That's such a fucking kindergarten word, right? But the internet loves it, right? Because most of the people that watch these videos are teenagers and they love that shit, right? So it doesn't matter if you got issues with someone or not, man. He came out on his live, I think it was on TikTok, and he said that he's sick, man. He's got what he had before already. So I just want to send prayers out to that cabron. I think forgot his name. I know his name is like Ahmed or something like that, right? But it's from Food News Network. Man, positive energy, my brother. That's the real shit, not this internet fake shit. That's the real shit. When your health is a problem, you could have 1,000 problems, 1,000 problems. But when your health is a problem, you only got one. You're fighting for your pinchy life, man. So anyway, I just want to send positive energy. And another thing that came across my feed was some people have sent me clips. No, I'm not gonna do a whole video reacting over to Lucky wilding out playing chess. But dropping your draws um for thousands and thousands and thousands of people on the internet is a new thing. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a new thing. I haven't seen anyone ever do that before on the internet. I'll leave you guys say what you guys want to say about that. A mí me vale madre. That's his life. He's gonna do what he does, cuz, and that's it. But I will say that that's a new. I never seen anyone on the internet drop their draws. Okay, and I'm not saying he dropped them all the way down. He said some shit like "kiss my ass" or I don't know, some shit like that, right? I don't remember. I saw it like at the fucking middle of the night. I'm taking a leak in the middle of the night, and I was like, I'm not gonna make a video on that. He's doing what he does, cuz. Okay, so that's it, man. You want to consider that a crash out? Will that make the YouTube Yada Awards? Maybe, maybe not. If Chemo's flicks, if he reacts to it, then maybe, right? Because then we're gonna have some content on there. But as far as I'm concerned, nah, se acabó, man. All right, let's get back to the Cholo Juan. Mm, my. Hold on there. Ray, Tommy, I appreciate you, my boy. Audio tactics, that's right, Calron. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's go back to that. Is there any real thing going on between Top Fu and Cholo Juan? I don't think so. You know, a lot of people are just doing this shit for clips. You know, they get into beats for clips. They say things for clips. You know, if you're monetized on the internet and you're making revenue off of it, then you want, you know, as much content as possible. But what did Top Fu tell a lie when he said that Cholo Juan fell off? I think not. I don't think so. So what happened with Cholo Juan? He got his 15 minutes. Was it last year in the fall? I can't remember if it was in the winter, the fall, the summer of last year. He got his 15 minutes. 15 minutes meaning everyone invited him on the podcast and different podcasts. And matter of fact, the one that he did with Prime, I I thought that that one had like 100,000 views. And when you get to about 100,000 views, now you're making some decent money now on the internet, right? So this is what I said already before about the Cholo Juan situation. You remember all my day oneers that tap into all my lives. Remember that I said when you get your 15 minutes, you need to already be in position to leverage what you got. If you don't have anything to leverage, then by the time you get your 15 minutes, you are going to fall off. So did Cholo Juan fall off? Absolutely, he fell off. Now, I'm talking about the internet, cabrón. That's all I'm talking about. It's just the internet. Am I talking about anything else? No, I'm only talking about the internet, right? He was popping. I'm not saying his videos aren't going to get views. I'm not saying people are going to start unsubscribing, unfollowing. No, but he did fall off because when he got his 15 minutes, he could have rode that wave. He could have did more shows, rode that wave. You know, I thought someone said that he was getting into a contract to appear on podcasts. I thought that was the case, but what happened? Probably wasn't enough money because podcasters, you know, to hit the couch every week or whatever, it's probably a part-time job money in all reality. But Cholo Juan absolutely fell off. Now, I'm not saying he did something unrespectable by getting a full-time job. No, he's got a full-time job. He's got kids. He's got priorities. He's got responsibilities, man. That's what grown men do. They work, they take care of their family, period. But did he fall off the internet? Yeah, he fell off the internet. Another thing I want to mention is this. Cholo Juan, he did respond because I tagged him in the open sparring. And Cholo Juan did respond, and he said, "Hell no, he would not face Snowman. Hell no." That's what Cholo Juan said. You could interpret that how you want to. Cholo Juan said, "Hell no, that he would not face Snowman." Is that Cholo Juan taking a back step? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, come on, I mean, we don't even know if he has hands or not. To be honest, his arms are kind of skinny. Like he's got like Despicable Me, you know what I mean? That round body with the skinny legs, but instead of skinny legs, he's got skinny arms. I'm not saying he, you know, it is what it is, right? But he said hell no, so he's not pulling up to open sparring. Now I don't know what his reason for hell no is. I'll leave that up to you guys. Mm. Vario Tactics says Cholo Juan was waving a red flag, and that was mostly to trigger and piss people off. I don't know that to be true. I thought he told a story and said he landed in an institution and all they had was the red paños. And so there was nothing wrong with wearing them because, I mean, obviously you're very limited on what you can choose as far as clothes goes or paños goes. I thought that's what he said. And he kind of continued to ride that wave when he got out. I don't know. That's what I thought he said, but I could be wrong. Mm, it's fire. Any no problem. But yeah, he did fall off. Top fool. He called another one. He nailed it right on the head. Yeah, you fall off when you decide to take a back step from the internet, right? Again, he's not going to lose subscribers, but he didn't ride that wave and keep it popping, keep it going, do the podcasting thing to see if it's really going to generate money or not. But maybe the trucking thing is just making a whole lot more money now. Cholo Juan is still invited over to open sparring, even though he already replied, hell no, for whatever reason. I don't know what his reason is. Either it's Snowman, maybe it's me. Maybe he's like, fuck him, and or he's from over there, or whatever is his business. That's his business, right? OG Smoker, that's right, my boy. Let me see what you said. It says the polo has three legs on it. This shit is a knockoff, bro. Shit is $5.99 on you out of your mind. It's a knockoff, man. Maybe it got 5 legs, way an extra leg. I don't give a shit about clothes, anyways. If I gave a shit about clothes or cars and all that shit, I have new shit and all that other stuff. I'd be all presumiendo, like remember high power fishnets when he was talking about, oh, I got a mortgage and cars and all that other stuff, and I'm like, calmate, man. My kids got more properties than you. Might be bending the truth a little bit, but I remember CDC stopped giving out bandanas in the 80s. How old is he? He has to be around my age. He has to be. I think he's in his 40s, so he's not in the CDC in the 80s. No, I don't think he was in the CDC in the 80s. Maybe he's putting 10 on the 2, but he's been consistent with having that red paño. So again, I didn't see his video. He did an 11-minute video responding. Beef, such a fucking teenage word, right? It's funny to hear two grown men have beef. You got any issues? Settle it. Kind of like when American Cholo sat Norby's on his ass. He settled it right there. He let Norby's know, I'm sitting you on your ass. You ain't shit, and that's it. But at least it's settled, right? It's not pending. That is settled, right? We all know what happened, man. Norby's got dropped on his ass. And then he just joined the cult. Anyone that's on that page over there, the cult, that's joined the cult, because only in a cult can the leader sleep with children and everyone still worship him. Only in a cult can the leader do immoral things and the people still worship him. And anyone that goes over there and comments over there is part of the cult. I mean, said, oh, man. In and Out might be sponsoring you with all the biz you give them. I'm here all the time, but I'm eating nothing but protein. Let's go back to Cholo Juan situation. I don't need the carbs. I just eat the protein way. Got to get ready for open sparring. Cholo Juan absolutely fell off, and you can't deny it, but it's just the internet. Unless you got an ego and care about your internet reputation, which is fantasy, it's like fantasy football, right? It's like an IG model. Being an IG model is like having a lot of money in Monopoly. That shit ain't real. Oh, I got followers. You think that's of value because you're showing your whole fucking cachettes and leaving nothing to the imagination? That's giving you more value. You actually have less value because now all the men get to see what you hope one man will end up with. But anyways, that's another topic. So the internet ain't real. So Cholo Juan, don't feel mad, cabron. You fell off. It's okay, Cholo Juan. It's okay. I'm more concerned is why did you say hell no to wanting to run the fade with Snowman. I don't know. I'm giving it to you on a silver platter, right? Is it some gang shit? I don't know. I don't think it's gang shit, but I don't know. I would like to ask him, right? Because if it's some gang shit, my boy, you've been on the internet. My boy CJ, Cholo Juan, you've been on the internet also associating with people that are undesirable. I mean, so there's no way you can actually bring up gang shit because you've been on the internet talking about giving clout to, giving attention to people that can't go out in public. So I don't think it's a gang shit, but I don't also want to call him scared of Snowman. But absolutely, top food. He got another clip. A lot of people responding. I respect it. All Facts Podcast. It's funny, right? People are saying, "Oh, cheese man, cheese man." That's what you're tuning in for. Just keep it a buck, man. All Facts Podcast is popping because people like the cheese man, right? The cheese man. Now, I know that recently Adina, Miss Adina, shout out to her from the 707. She put out a little Instagram clip saying she got invited to the food community to talk about Sideshow Bob, right? If you don't know who Sideshow Bob is this just weird character on the internet. Weird, like um just kind of he's all over the place, right? You don't know if he's calm, elevated thinking, mature in thinking, very educated, or if he's a little kid always talking about other men, and or if he wants to be a gang member, because then he always wants to talk about his gang years that were like less than 5, because I have relatives that are over there from that city that say that guy was always looked at as a clown. And I said, perfect. He was always looked at as a clown. We'll call him Sideshow Bob. Now, Miss Adina, she said that food community interviewed, wanted to do an interview with her, but she was like, hey, you guys got to help me get down there if you guys want to tell the story of all these women that have allegations and some minors, I heard. And some minors, I heard, but I don't know it to be true. Allegations. They're all allegations, right? Of Sideshow Bob, that fucking character right there. So I don't know. I don't know. I just know that absolutely he's a weirdo. His hair looks like Sideshow Bob, and anyone that wants to take advice from that kind of individual who's all over the place, he's wishy washy. He's flip floppy. Mm. That'd be funny, right? Taking advice from someone who has pictures of himself all over the internet, weirdo photos, naked, no clothes, sticking plugs in his body. There's literally pictures of the guy spread eagle with plugs in his body on the internet. And then he has the goal to come on the internet and talk. That's like the tattoo artist. Same shit, right? No shame at all. You could get caught sniffing bicycle seats, come on the internet. Hey, let's do an oldies night. And people will be like, yeah, yeah, give me advice. Give me advice on the fucking internet, right? I'm getting burned down on this internet shit, man. I'm really getting burned down on this internet shit. Man. We need to get back to reality. All right, you guys. Let me go ahead and read some more comments, man. Daniel Gonza, that's right. That's one of my day oneers right there. That's why he's wrenched up. Daniel Gonza's in the casa. That's right, my boy. Appreciate you. Vario Tactics. He says, don't drink YHA. Hey, bro, what do you think of these youngsters nowadays? Was it worse, Joe? What do you think about these youngsters nowadays? Was it worse, Joe? Was it worse now or back then? I would say the youngsters nowadays just have no disregard for their own lives. And the sad thing about that is they don't disregard anyone else's lives. So there's more there's more innocent victims now. They will actually shoot up a whole crowd of people and hit and knock off a 86-year-old lady and a 5-year-old kid. Yeah, that's what the youngsters do. And I call them out on that bullshit, right? Not the youngsters that I mentor, and they won't do that shit because I'm trying to get them not to do that at all. I'm trying to get them to go into trade school and make some good choices. But when I was a youngster, There was no innocent people getting knocked off, man. There was no stray bullets hitting people. Oh, there might have been, but it was super, super random. I mean, super random. And there was a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of head ups. So, what was crazy about my day is we'd get jumped like at 7:30 in the morning and still go to school. That's crazy. We used to get jumped at 7:30 in the morning and still fucking go to school all day. That was crazy, man. So it was a little bit tougher and rougher, but it's not saying that, oh, this generation, that generation, but it's a different time, man. It's Hellcats and SRTs right now. But back when I was a youngster, there was Buicks, Regals, and Cutlasses for $1,000 on every corner. On every corner. So, but anyways. Oh, the Jim Jones. Yeah, that's a fucking straight cult over there, man. It's crazy. I know American Cholo. He's fucking he's milked it out, man. I mean, he sat the dude on his ass. They're best friends. Maybe they're the only ones, right? They're buddies, right? I don't wish no ill will on him, but I'll tell you what, man. If someone in Salinas did that, they wouldn't be walking around. They wouldn't even be living here anymore. And the sad thing about it is he's talking about relationships, but didn't raise none of his fucking kids. He's trying to give advice to youngsters, but he's dressed like an overgrown gangbanger. So you don't want your kids to end up a certain way, but then that's all they see you. Come on, man. Come on. Cut it out, man. All the knowledge in the world, and you don't understand those basic principles. It's called leveling up. All that gang banging shit, that shit is played out, man. We did that shit. We didn't talk about that shit. Yeah, the fucking cops gave us all calentadas and gang task force would whoop our ass with nightsticks, all that shit. And we never said shit. Now they'll sue the fucking police department for a big bag. I get it. I get it. But none of us would ever say shit. It was just a different time, man. It was a different time. Mean Gene Wrestling, that's right, man. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man. Tell them to chew with their mouth closed. Yeah, absolutely, man. Chew with their mouth closed and fucking clean the sink and all that cell etiquette, right? Right, wait. Bang Bang Edgar Gang. That's right, cabrón. They got lines in their hair, but I don't know. A lot of people say that's indigenous haircuts too. I don't know. Pancho Perez says there's no more one-on-ones nowadays. I mean, it doesn't have to get there. Okay, look at that clip that when I got the award for the 10-year mentoring youngsters at the youth center, the guy that was walking back before I got called up, the Gavacho, old man, you've seen him with white hair, right? Go back and look at my short. It's on YouTube. I wasn't gonna load. I was like, fuck that, But I was like, yeah, why not, man? We got to show positive. People want to tune in for the cheese man or whatever. We got to show something positive, man. Because and then all of a sudden the trolls get quiet. Oh, I thought I didn't go to the juvenile hall. I thought I didn't go to the youth center. I thought I didn't mentor kids. Hmm. Anyways, so the guy, the Gavacho that was walking back, he has a program at the camp called Guitars, Not Guns. That dude that was walking back, the Gavacho, he has a program, Guitars, Not Guns. Okay. Well, playing a guitar isn't enough for the youngsters to drop the cuetas. But what I'm saying is that it could get to a point where let's just run a clean fade every single time, one-on-one clean head ups. Back in when I was a youngster, and I'm talking about like a teen, barely like 13, 12, the hoods used to have football games against each other's here in Salinas, rival neighborhoods. They used to have football games, and then only one of each like the leader, the captain of each one will run a head up. Boom. And there was no other people trying to, except one time it turned into a shooting where someone lost his life. And there was fucking like drive-bys for like a couple weeks after that. But other than that incident, their two guys would run a head up after the rival neighborhoods would play football against each other, and no one else would jump in. No one would even think of rushing across or getting off. Why? Because old boy who's the alpha leader is handling his business, and that's all it was. So there was more respect nowadays. There was more respect, man. When I was away, I remember the homies used to help my mom with like carry her groceries, because my mom still lived in the hood before I moved her in with me. And then I got her own place because she wanted to live close again. She still lived in the hood. and the homies would still take her up groceries like all the time. And even though I wouldn't get, of course, I wouldn't get no letters from the homies. I wouldn't get no nothing, right? You just the homies forget about you when you got to go, walk your own path, But that's just it's nothing new. Mega Man's in the comment section. That's right, my boy. See Mega Man, that fucking clip, man. Oh man, okay, God, that was crazy, man. Mega Man went over to the haters world. You know what, Mega Man, you're invited to open sparring. Hater World, I sent him the invitation, but I sent it over to the Hater World Media IG page. I don't know if he monitors that page at all, but we're gonna be in the 909 for open sparring. So I would like to see how he can get the fucking message. That way he can come and shoot some content. Or at least see Snowman get in the ring. I know Mile High Hustle wants to get a couple rounds, or at least one round. I'm probably gonna get my round with Snowman too. It's the Chicano in me. I need a piece of everyone. That's it. But I appreciate you, Mega Man. When is the open sparring? It's going to be the day of the Canelo fight, September 13th. It's a Saturday. It's Mexican Independence Day weekend, cabron. The whole weekend, you're going to see all the Mexican flags on the cars and the same old song, right? Mexican Independence Day. But we're going to be in Upland, California. So Snowman is actually going to be at home. He's probably going to bring his crew. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring his crew or some of the fellows over there. And it's going to be a vibe, man. Vlogging, networking event. Absolutely. I can't wait. It's going to be 1 minute rounds. That way no one gasses out. All action, all gas, no breaks. And then, you take a second to, maybe you didn't run the next one, so you got 2-3 minute break, maybe 5 minute break, or maybe more, I don't know. And then you'll be fresh, run another one. So whoever shows up right now, we probably got about 4 or 5 that have already RSVP'd. Loca's gonna be there. I want to see if Raider Tommy wants to come through. If he does, then I'll make sure he gets over there and gets back. And whoever else wants to celebrate, man, before the Canelo fight. But we're gonna end at 4 o'clock because the undercard starts for Canelo. And my wifey has one of her best friends in Fontana that live next to the shopping center that fitness influencer got killed at. She's gonna be hanging out with her friend over there and having a blast. So it's gonna be a vibe. I'll be in LA that whole weekend, no plans. Let's see what's up, man. I know a couple taco spots on Soto. Probably go down to Whittier, etc. Right? Almost in Lucha Libre boxing event and next. Oh, that's right. Well, we got fights tomorrow, actually, in Salinas. In Salinas, we got fights tomorrow. We got July, August, and our last show is in October. I don't know. There's a possibility. I'm not exactly certain, but there's a possibility I could put something on for YouTube for the people in October. And that's if the people want to see it or not. I don't know. Mega Man, been working out and fasting. That's right, cabrón. Get your issue, man. Get your money. The fasting is a motherfucker, man. You asked me how long was the longest I did? 74 hours. I was supposed to break the fast on 72, drinking nothing but water. I was supposed to break it at 72, but I had a tattoo appointment. And the homegirl went over. It's supposed to be 11-1. She ended like at 3. I got out of that shit starving. I broke the fast with some steak. I went straight to the barbecue place and got like a nice New York. And that's how I broke the fast. Because, obviously what 72-hour fast does is it reboots your immune system. It resets your gut. It does so many things to your body. That's why our ancestors didn't eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I believe that's God's plan for the body to heal itself, but it is what it is. If you want to take medicines, that's on you. I'm more natural anyways. Mile High Hustle says, I'm getting work with everyone. So Mile High Hustle now, he's a pro. He's a pro now. He's a professional boxer now. 1-0, cabron. Let's say 2, though. Let's say 2. You know what I mean? Got to give him the one that the other cabron who pulled the move on me, cabron. That was still a slap in the face. I forgive, but that one's hard to forget, bro. I mean, I put in a lot of, just like all you did, right? A lot of time, work, and energy. My thing was to get the business executed, and I couldn't execute the business because after you whooped his ass, he got in the parking lot and started texting people. And the people he started texting all reached out to me. That's how I know people love Mikey and look out for me. They know how much effort I put into that. They know that why is this guy telling people the outcome and we haven't even uploaded that shit? But it is what it is, man. That guy, and then he has such a fucking big ego, bro. He'll never even apologize to me, bro. He won't even think that he did anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. This is what he told me, bro. He told me, well, it's because, some people were putting money on there and I was trying to look out for some people. You basically just admitted to me you broke the fucking contract. And you're okay with that? You would have been in front of me. I would have socked you in the face. I would have socked you in the face if you would have told me that in front of me. But but that tough guy shit is all out the door, man. Because pretty much anyone can kick that dude's ass. That dude ain't got no fucking hands. All he'll do is fall all over the place. Mile High proved that, right? But anyways, oh, okay. It's just one day, bro. It's just one day. We're gonna do it from 1 to 4 p.m. on September 13th. But don't inconvenience yourself, way. Obviously, it's familia first. Take care of the family, just like you always do, cabron. You're a hustler. But if you can, I would love for you and Miss Cali Girl Eats to be there and stream live. And it'll be a lot of content. A lot of content. We're gonna make it a little bit more of a show, right? You know what I mean? We're gonna do a lot of clips, right? Calling him out, talking shit about him, wrapping up the hands, a lot of shit talking because it's Mexican Independence Day. Everyone can talk a good talk, but we're gonna see those hands get loose. Yes, you know exactly where that's at, my boy. We're gonna be in Upland. That's right, cabron. Clean that shit out, man. Yep, focus on all that, man. You know what? I heard that too, bro. I heard that from Dr. SEBI. That Mega Man, when he came on my show, said got taken out. I I would understand why, because he's teaching people more about how we can heal ourselves. People don't understand doctors get paid a commission for every prescription they give out. Oh, my toe hurts. Here's a pill. Oh, something, my eyebrow. Here's a pill. You know what? My mustache. Here's a pill. People didn't know. So yeah, it's a huge industry, man. It's a huge industry. That's right. September 13th, man. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it, man. It's gonna be cool. We'll have food, we'll have some drinks there. And again, we're gonna end at 4 o'clock. Shout out to Warzone Boxing because he's hosting it and he's gonna be in the house. And the brown wall that we're gonna have, if we need security, but we always have it just in case, is gonna be all pro boxers, 6 of them. It's gonna be 6 pro boxers. I'm cool. I'm cool with the pro boxers, okay? Calmate, man. Because they know how to punch, how to land a punch, how to get the most power from a punch. Most of them been boxing since they were little. Mikey Gunner says he doesn't know what happened to your friendship. He doesn't know what went wrong. New crowd. Yeah. So basically, the whole thing with him is he pulled out of the Tony fight. Then he said that there was no contract. And well, L, I think it was from a Prisoner's Awakening. Um, I seen a video where he said that there was no contract, and then L ended up, I don't know where he got the clip, but he ended up getting a clip of the contract. I think I showed it on a video. I showed it a long time ago, maybe on a video, but I deleted all the videos of anyone that can't go out in public are no longer on Chicano Tube. I regret all that shit. Again, some people say it's the internet, it's the internet. I got a lot of flack and a lot of shit from fucking talking to people online. And it's just online. I got a lot of flack and a lot of shit. And I'm only talking about not in real life, obviously. I'm talking about in the comment section, which I don't give a shit about. You guys comment all you want. But then he said there was, L put it out that there was no contract, and the contract showed a default of $10,000. And that's it. But do I have anything against him? Nah. He's his own person. Let him do what he does, and I have nothing. It's the internet. I'm just not gonna fuck with people anymore that can't be out in public. So anyone that can't be out in public, just get away from me. Don't fucking nothing. Don't mention me. Get away from me. I ain't shit. Disregard me and get away from me if you can't be out in public, man. Drug dealers, legal drug dealers. Damn, man, you ain't lying, man. The metals and aluminum, whew, I'm telling you, all that stuff that's in our bodies, man. So, anyways, let's recap this thing before we go, man. Cholo Juan absolutely fell off. Top Food did nail it, but he only fell off the internet. He's not falling off in real life. In real life, he's winning. He's a truck driver now. Shout out to him. He's got his class A. He's making money. But yeah, he fell off the internet because I'm not saying he's not getting views or he can't, pump out content or he's going to lose subscribers. I'm just saying you should have rode the wave. You should have maxed it all the way out. And it is what it is. All right, you guys, I'm out. I got to get back to real life. I'm going to catch you guys on the 30th with Chicano Street. Oompa and Raymond are back in the house. Episode number 2. If you notice with each guest, I kind of vibe off their energy, right? Like with FC last night, that guy's a financial fucking investor. He really handled his business and learned finances, taxes, everything in and out. But with the fellas, we're gonna bullshit. We're gonna talk cheese, man. And I might bring this up again. That way we can show clips, talk about that, and all facts, and maybe Cholo Juan. I don't know. But I'm out, you guys. All right. Let me see. That's right, Mikey. You're a good man, honorable from the beginning. Some say that way, but a lot of people hate me, cabrón. I don't know. A lot of people hate me. Half of them hate me. Half of them are okay with me. I'm just being me, unapologetically. Take it how it is. No fucking cut. No nothing. No holding back, man. I know some people that are new to come on the internet. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you're going to offend this person. You're going to offend that person. You don't understand. You don't understand. People gravitate to people that are authentic and real. If you want to be minding other people, people are going to sense it. You're half-ass, you're half-stepping, and you're a half-stepper. And that ain't me. All right, you guys, I'm out. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say in the end? All you got is the memories.